So Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, visited Trinidad and Tobago as one of the 5 nations in his 8-day tour to talk about trade between countries and to strengthen international relations between countries. And the racist African population of Trinidad and Tobago went mad about this visit. I've never seen anything like this in my life. But this reflects a bigger problem that Trinidad and Tobago has. It shows the type of racism that the African population in Trinidad and Tobago has for other races that live there. Let's look at the hate and racism that the African population of Trinidad and Tobago expressed on social media about Prime Minister Modi's visit.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be awarded the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago during his upcoming visit. The government says Modi's leadership has deepened the 63-year-old relationship between Trinidad and Tobago and India. What we really doing? We just giving medals to anybody now. Because what did Modi do? Book an official trip to Trinidad and Tobago. So what we gonna do next as a country? Give travel with Zoe the Hummingbird medal next? Come on, look how much leaders have visited Trinidad and Tobago officially and they didn't get any medals of honor. So y'all go let me know, do y'all think that the Indian Prime Minister deserves the Order of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago award? And he has not yet stepped foot in Trinidad and Tobago as yet. Y'all go let me know.
So this was from a user on TikTok by the name of Chance Vision. He said, "What are we really doing? Are we just giving away medals out to another one that book a trip to Trinidad and Tobago?" Listen to the foolishness he's talking on social media. Modi is receiving the highest award of Trinidad and Tobago because his government was there for us during the deadly pandemic and give Trinidad and Tobago free vaccines for our citizens to save lives from the ongoing virus that was killing millions worldwide. You yourself must fitted from these free vaccines that was sent to us from India. But you racist people would come online and say, "What are we doing now? We just giving out free medals? What we going to do next? Give Travel with Zoe the Hummingbird medal next?" Listen to what he said. He compared this traveler to the Prime Minister that sent vaccines for us during a deadly pandemic that I sure have saved lives from this COVID-19 virus. But this is who African people is. Their racism could never let them see this. The only thing this man's seeing is that Narendra Modi is an Indian, and he don't deserve no award. We shouldn't strengthen ties with India, which will benefit us. This is who these people is.
Now, he made a follow-up video to the previous video I just played where he criticized Prime Minister Modi's decision to grant Indians that have Indian ancestry from India citizenship to work and travel freely to India. Look at the video.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that 6th generation of people in Trinidad and Tobago will be eligible for overseas citizenship of India. This form of permanent residency will be available to people of Indian origin who have acquired citizenship in other countries. It will allow them to live, work, and travel freely in India. To be honest, this is a very nice gesture. I just thought that this visit would have benefited everyone in Trinidad and Tobago. But otherwise, it's still a very nice gesture. So y'all go let me know what y'all thought about Modi's announcement. Are y'all going to seek citizenship in India? Or do y'all think that this announcement should have been broader since Trinidad and Tobago is multicultural? Y'all go let me know.
You can't get a more racist than these people. This man criticizing Modi's decision to grant Indians the right to return to India they chose. He's saying he would have liked for it to benefit everyone in Trinidad and Tobago, since it is a multicultural society. Make that make sense for me. You want people who don't have ancestry to a land to be given citizenship to that country. These people so sick and disgusting, it's a shame. Look at the foolishness this man is speaking here on the internet. So I wonder, when Ghana had their right of abode policy for the African diaspora to return to their country, I wonder if we can say, what about the Indians? Or when Sierra Leone offering citizenship by descent of Africans, what about the Indians? Do we see Indian people doing this? It's only these races will be making these type of statements. Look at the racism and hate Africans in Trinidad and Tobago does make here. Why would these people want you to go to India and cause racial problems?
This next video, I want you to view the full unedited video first and tell me if you see anything wrong with it.
And there we have the man himself.
Historic moment as his feet lands on the soil of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, we have that first exchange with the Honorable Kamala Prasad Visesa presenting a Prime Minister Modi with a bouquet of flowers. And then we have young Mr. I believe it's Zayden. And there he's posing for a shot. So we're admiring his attire. I can see that Prime Minister Modi has a sense of the occasion as well, and he's even directing individuals to where they should be posing with him for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I totally agree with you.
So here we can see Modi steps down from his plane, and there was 3 children with gifts for him. If you look at the walkway, the full clip shows how narrow it is. The first boy handed the flower and was directed by the woman in white to move aside to make space for the next 2 boys to hand their gifts. And as the second boy, when he was directed to the side for the third child to hand his gift, and then all 3 of the children, Modi and Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister, took a photo. Now, look at a crop and edited video this African person made to spread hate and racism from that same video I now showed you. Let's view it.
Trinidad and Tobago, and the world by extension, wherever this video reach here. Now when you see that, I want to tell Modi all your stinking mother cunt boy. And you see that woman who pushed that little African child, that little jigger child in the back, all your stinking mother cunt too. If everybody can behave so on the internet, then fuck that, I behaving so too for my fucking people. Right? Who not seeing the blatant racism and the separation with that Modi and that person did? If all they see that, all they're blind to blood clot. And I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You understand? I for my people. Me no racist. Just like what Sakmarad say. I don't love one more race, you know, but I rather mine. I like my race too. And you see that piece of fucking shit all they just do there? Blatant separation. And the cameras saw it. And if all you want to go in, all they no, it's not that. And you need talking race. That is fucking race. What we just saw there. You see that? And a real fucking mad. A real mad. Modi all your stinking mother cunt. And you, woman, who pushed that little jigger child in the corner there, same as you. And if all they don't like me, fuck all you. Let them block my page already. I don't give a shit. I don't have to go India. And me ain't go in Africa. I go in anywhere else. And fuck all you too, boy. That is it.
As you can see how sick and disgusting these people are, and they did all of this just because the Indian Prime Minister came to Trinidad and Tobago to talk about trade between both countries where these same racists will benefit from. Just imagine, this man crop and edit a video and lying on the internet trying to make something look like it is something completely different. This is African Trinidadian for you. You can't get more African than this. They love to lie and cry racism on the internet, as I've shown you. Now watch a well-known Bacchanalis in Trinidad. She takes the video promoting it, knowing that it is false and is used to spread hate and racism. But she tells her viewers, to view this video, I have nothing to say.
Unless you've asked me to comment on a video and I really don't have a comment. I do have a comment. Go back and watch that video.
She is encouraging and promoting a video by placing it on her page, so therefore she is willingly promoting racism to her views, knowing very well that she's promoting a man that's trying to spread hate and racism online towards Indians. She herself is no different than this man in the video. She is a racist just like him. Only racist people will promote and support spreading racism. Indian people that follow and support her, you are the problem. You're the reason these people does openly be racist towards us. We need to stop be friends with these racists and stop support them. Look at another well-known TikToker, Cuckmouth. Just recently she fixed the grenade mouth she had, and now she willing commenting that this same man's post saying they vote for that. Look at it, they opening show they hate and racism just because Trinidad and Tobago has an Indian prime minister. You can openly see it from this post, and Indian people does support them. The Indians, who does follow and support these racists, you are the reason these racists openly spreading racism towards us. You think if the roles was reverse and a well-known Indian TikToker was making racial videos or supporting racism, do you think the Africans in Trinidad and Tobago would have supported them? You need to stop support these racists and let your voices be heard. Now let's scroll through the videos with Prime Minister Modi on social media and see the racist comments made by the African general public. So, this was a video that shows people who took time out of their day to go and see the Indian Prime Minister. No African person showed up to meet or see the Indian Prime Minister, which shows how racist they are. But somehow is the Indian fault they did take time out their day to go and meet Prime Minister Modi. Let's look at the comments. This user said, I was going to comment, but as my mother always say, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything. I think we all know the racism you was about to say. You don't have to say it. This next user said, but this is what Alia vote for, referring to the Indian Prime Minister Trinidad and Tobago currently has. This user said, what did the national anthem say again? So somehow, African people not showing up to meet the Indian Prime Minister is racism towards them. Help me make sense of that. You're seeing it here for yourself with these people. You can't get more African than that. This next user said, I would have stood out like a sore thumb in that crowd. So you're seeing for yourself how these people only study race. This next user said, when UNC win, all the coolies win. Look at it. They love to use degrading and racial slurs to call Indians, but these are the same people who love to call Indian racist. You can't get more African than that. This next user said, could have at least show a little diversity. But how are they show diversity if African people don't want to go and see Prime Minister Modi? How are you going to show diversity? This next user said, like is only coolie in Trinidad, where's the rest of race? Again, African Trinidadians love to be racist and call Indians by slurs. This is who they are. This next user said, I didn't see any black there. You can see what important to them. Only racist people does focus on these kind of things. This next user said, send them back to India since they're so honored to celebrate him. This is what I'm showing you. Look at the type of racism coming from the mouth of these people. This is who African Trinidadians are. This next user said, what is the reason for him being here? Like him bring India with him? Is only straight hair I seeing there. I want someone to watch me and tell me these people not racist. Look at what these people are saying openly on social media. You know what's the sad thing about the woman? This is her daughter. I'm sure you teach that daughter that same level of hate and racism towards Indian people. This is the next generation of racists we see here. I'm sure this little girl will be just like her mother, a racist. This is the sad truth of African Trinidadians. They teach their child racism.
All of this is what I showed you for was just because the Indian Prime Minister visited Trinidad and Tobago to talk about trade. The African population here in Trinidad is shameless and racist, as I've shown. These people created one set of problems just because an Indian Prime Minister visited Trinidad and Tobago to talk about trade. Make sure you like and share this video for the world to see. Let the world see how racist and disgusting these people are, and follow for more videos. I'm going to produce more soon.